Right now we're rejecting right off of. Um, we're gonna close this for now. I'm just gonna close it. So this trade right here, I was just watching. I was watching this 15-minute swing. Basically, this was 7 o'clock low, right? This was the 7 o'clock 7 o'clock low set here. 15-minute sweeps it, closed inside, and gave us a little basically a 1 minute unicorn sitting down here. So that's why I was trying this down here with obviously this obviously it's delivered 50% up, but I didn't realize that we are delivering off of previous day 50%. So let's get out of this and let's go to our hourly time frame and see what we're looking at. Yeah, we have time to go over charts here. Let me get rid of. Let me clear this out so we get rid of these executions. We'll be executing some funded accounts on MNQ today on the charts. The one thing I don't like about this right here is this. Teach me. Oh yeah, let me fix my comments here. What up, teach me? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning. I don't like that we didn't sweep this high. So it's an hourly close bullish. I would have liked us to sweep this high and then close back inside for a short. But if you go to our daily, so if, we'll start on the daily here. Holy dump. All right. So yesterday's daily close did what? Close below Wednesday's low. So what would be our draw today? Our first draw would be down to Thursday's low, right? Well, we take Thursday's low during Asia, and then we start pumping back up. And obviously, you guys should see. I drew that wrong. You'll see where we're bouncing right off 50%. So if this is like an hourly chart, we're looking for a continuation here, right? But the problem is we already swept previous day low, and it's Friday, which TGIF has already been delivered. As well. 20% back up of the weekly candle has been delivered, and then you see where we're not gonna have a full on reversal off of a wick. We will come back. Obviously, we'll come back and sweep this daily low. We just need the candles to officially tell us that. You'll see we basically bounced it off to the tick of that wick CE, and obviously to send us up to 50%. So I'm going to be looking to see how does our hourly close at 10 o'clock, because I'm kind of neutral now, because I don't want to try forcing along at 50% of previous day of a bearish candle. However, we did sweep that low, and I know we could have continuation longs back up into that weekly range, or we just have a choppy day. Asia was pretty clean. Took some good trades in Asia last night. What's up, Marshall? Again, but what we were looking at in Asia was it was this 4 hour candle that I was watching in Asia. So this was the 2 p.m. candle that closed yesterday. This was the daily close. Asia opens, manipulates down, and look where our 10 o'clock 4 hour candle closes. Very bullish. Sweep closes inside. I'm looking for a retracement at this point. I'm only looking for longs because that's what the 4 hours telling me here. So then I go to the lower time frame, and what did I see? I know the opens coming up, but I think this is a good thing to pay attention to. So a little dumpy dump. So I'm not looking to take a trade here at open anyway, and we'll see what happens. But what are we looking at here? All right, so 4 hours. The blue line was where we slept. 4 hour closes back inside at 10 o'clock. What do you see? Remember, 4 hour goes with a 15-minute breaker to confirm this low is good for a retracement. And you'll see we close above it, come back down, retest the CE of it, and then that's what drove our retracement. Breakers after a higher time frame close, very big reversal signs. So that was that. And I caught this short back down. I shorted this back down to this 15-minute breaker here. But same concept though. What did I see there? Our hourly close. I figured we'd come back down for that breaker. Our hourly close here, And what did we get there? We had a 5-minute breaker. 5-minute breaker right here. Why is this a breaker? Sweeps the low, takes the high, closes back below it. You get short inside of here. Stop goes this high, and I'll start targeting the breaker. And then I went to bed. But then I wake up and see this breaker holding. It's like, wow. So I'll be looking for the same thing. We'll see what the 4-hour candle does. Now, if the 4-hour candle closes like this, and we make a 15-minute breaker to the downside, going into 10 o'clock, then I am looking for shorts. Absolutely. Because it'll be the same concept down here with this 15-minute breaker, but to the upside, and then we can use that to go long. For a 15-minute breaker to the downside, I would want to see us close below this candle. Uh, so that's it for now. The only, like I said, the only thing I don't like is that hourly close up there, but we don't necessarily have to, because if you look on the lows, oh, and then also, what was the good entry? So I forgot to bring up. So obviously, hindsight, but this is the same thing that we look for every single time. And inside of in that 15-minute breaker, you can be like, how do I get long inside of here? Maybe I don't want to long with a 70-point stop. You should already see it. 15-minute taps in. We hit CE. The candle that hits CE closes back inside. What do you do with a 15-minute? You go down to a 1-minute chart, and you find a 1-minute breaker inside of there to get along. Yeah, the candles are massive, so I really don't see a good breaker here either. I guess this would be the breaker on that 1 minute. What a pump! All right, let's go watch the charts now. But I'm only showing you guys that because that's the same shit we'll be looking for going into today. Sorry, Fish. I just seen that. So there goes the 8 o'clock high. Like I said, this is why I was not ready to get on shorts yet, because you have an open hourly high up here without a swing. All right, there's no sweep and close. So I would much rather just wait for that 10 o'clock, find something off of that, and let her rip. Basically came back down to what, the hourly BISI. See, was there any kind of entry? No, that really wasn't. We're only 3 minutes in. Yeah, just the hourly BISI and rip. Yeah, so 4-hour close bullish. Like I said, so see how this the big thing's gonna be. Yeah, how does this 4-hour close? If this 4-hour closes like this, I'm looking for continuation longs. I'll be looking for a previous day high at that point. Makes sense. Where is exactly our TGIF? Oh yeah, we're well past it. So yeah, we're definitely at 30. We're probably right at 30% right now. Oh yeah, I haven't even looked at -4 yet. Good point. Good point. Good point. Where is -4? Okay, we are getting close to -4. 928. So we need what? 913. 913.75. Thanks for the heads up, doggo. I didn't even realize it. Let's see how this 5-minute closes. Are we going to close above 8 o'clock high? If so, I'm looking for. It should mean some bullish continuation here. Closing above the hourly high. ES closed above the hourly high. We should just keep on going. 6 a.m. 4-hour candle. Yeah, yeah, that too. I actually took a small. I was trying to. I scalped this morning. Actually. Let me see if I got it somewhere. Mm, yeah. Yeah, because you had 6 a.m. opens. You get a little manipulation down, for your 4-hour wick, and then obviously you're getting your distribution here. So again, same thing here. 5 minute bullish close. There's no swing here, so I expect us to come back to this high. Probably out of this 1 minute busy. Let's check our previous hourly candles. What are we looking like? Basically, an hourly double sweep we're working on. Let's see. I want to see when we took that low. Yeah, we did make a 5 minute breaker. So kind of got a little fake out here. This one failed, so that's just something to note here. Is you got a 5 minute breaker that failed. I guess did it. Yeah, we just that new hourly just took a new low. I guess with open, you probably you wouldn't be looking to take a long there anyway. But all right, so yeah, let's see if we get up to -4, or see if we can get some kind of CB model off of -4 and go for there. It's the only thing I really want to trade before open here. Let's check gold quick. Gold looking good. Yeah, gold looking good. 4 hours looking good. So you might have a nice continuation long opportunity on gold today as well. Yeah, I just realized that this this 5 minute candle is the entire size of our 4 hour candle right now. This 5 minute candle is the 4 hour candle right now. Like the size of this candle. Well, it was until that high. But absolutely wild. And we do have tenant. Yeah, we have Michigan consumer today. We do have Michigan consumer today. Did we trigger? We did not trigger. Remember, trigger would be 1375, a little bit higher. I swore I had it in alert set there. Are you chasing, Hildago? Are you chasing? I'm just I'm I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right, so we did trigger there. That's I got a feeling we're just gonna stab right through it though. All right, so 913. So we'll be looking around. Yeah, we're just gonna go. We're just gonna crash through it. So 913 would put us what about 93 for a 20 point reversal for a 20 point pullback for -4. See how we close here. If we put in a 1 minute busy, I'd like to see. I'd like to see this. I would like to see this 1 minute candle close over and then dip inside the Bissy. One thing I've noticed lately is like I like to see my Bissies form like with 3 expansion candles, like expansion, 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 and not like sweep close inside. It makes me feel like this Bissy is going to be a lot less likely to a hold. Sheesh. Retracement, maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna add 1 micro at 877 if we get down to this VI. That's gonna be like never mind. I'm still gonna leave it there, but see if we can get down and take that low again. But it doesn't look like we're going to. I was gonna have us make a starter position for a -4. Doesn't look like we're gonna get there. Sheesh. All right, we just missed -4. Nice little CB there. Let's see if we come back for it or not. Oh, maybe I'll add if we get in on like a 1 minute swing here. Like I said, just a micro for now. Not good, not heavy. These candles are huge. I mean, I would say it's a CB here, but yeah, I mean, combined with the 20, yeah, maybe. Let's see, are we gonna have a bigger pullback, or are we going to just go back to -4? All right, so let's see how this 1 minute candle closes here. I want to see it close bullish, or at least bullish back inside there. Decent close. Let's see if that means anything. I'm not adding anything here, just riding the micro for now. For some reason on Replicanto it says I'm down. Like the data is like still delayed. It's weird. It says I'm down like $1,000 right now. I'm down $8. All right. Let's see. Basically came back and held. You basically put in a big old breaker here, or a big like a 5 minute breaker, basically with the overnight highs. Uh, so I'm just looking to get out at the. Just looking to get out at the -4. You just missed it, so we know what that means. We know what that means. Now I'm missing candles. This hasn't happened for a while on NQ. All right, so let's see if we take a little. What are we at? 928 is -4. I guess it could be over here. Oh, it logged me out. All right, and there we go. We'll take it off there. All right, so there's -4. Nice little pullback. Decent pullback. Almost about a 70 point pullback there. Made about made about $140 there. We'll take it. We'll take it. We love -4 around here. We love it. We love it, especially on Fridays. Adds to our overnight P and L. Let's just see. Now we sit back and we'll wait. We'll wait for 10 o'clock and see what this news wants to do for us. Can you do it again? Don't tell me you missed it again. Don't tell me you missed it again. For those wondering, I probably would have stopped out if we went back down to this ITL, and then I would have just, and then I would have waited. So okay, let's go over this scenario. So, say we start dipping well below here. I'll probably get out of that trade at this ITL, and then I will just wait for a 5 minute candle to give me some kind of swing pattern back to the upside, and then I'll target -4. Like I'm not gonna hold. I'm not gonna sit here and hold that micro all the way down. I'll just get out and try to and again get back in next time with a swing with a heavier position size because my stop will be a lot smaller. Man, love some -4. Love some -4. This sucks. Is usually I like to go a little heavier in it, but like it got a little. It's just this candle are huge right now. You easily could have like DLL'd it like with a mini or something. You easily could have DLL'd in account in a here. Had to be careful. 3 MQs, nice. I bet yeah that paid probably about. I guess it depends where you entered, but probably a couple hundo. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah, like I said, we're out here for base hits, guys. We're out here for base hits. So anyway, sit back. Now we're gonna watch how it's hourly. If this hourly closes like this, where you guys already know the drill. We're looking for a retrace, 25%, 50% of this candle, which probably is going to line up with this. 50 would probably line up with this order block. Yeah, a little bit lower. And then we'll look for a 5-minute swing, and we'll look for continuation. Obviously, next draw will be the ITH from yesterday's manipulation. Let me see if I can find the video here. I actually need to make a new video. I have an old video going over it, but it doesn't have like the new part where I've got like the 15-point trigger and stuff. But this will give you a general idea of what we're looking at. Let me see if I can find it. Basically, you just draw -4 to the 30-second opening range. You wait for a pullback, and and then you just look to get in. Basically, once you get within 50 points of it, it's like saying, okay, we will hit this level. So you wait for a pullback to tell you. So you get close, you get a pullback, and then you get back in for a -4. Oh, all right, friend. I definitely will. Let me see if I can find. Gotta find this 30-second. There it is. Oh, word. Got it. Got it. Got it. There's the 30-second video. Like I said, I made that about a year ago, but it still goes over the levels, shows you how to get the levels and all that good stuff. So yeah. Let's see what else did Asia offer anything else that was good last night? And not really. I don't I would have been sketched out I think with this long out of here because the hourly closed below, but you still got that's when you got the reversal off that breaker. Um so actually no, this was so here was London. I might have got faked out here because there was actually a so here was like I would have been bullish as soon as I see order block. This thing holds this thing holds this Bissy. But then I was talking to Wizard this morning, and he actually shedded some light why we took this so low again because it makes sense because 2 o'clock was your 4 hour candle. It gave you a little manipulation down for this wick, and then a little distribution. So I see why that might have happened, but because like I would have actually if I was trading London, I probably would have taken a loss here because there is a 5-minute breaker inside of this hourly candle here. So and then obviously we came back. I probably would have re-entered with a 5-minute breaker out of here, but still would have taken at least the first loss. Where was the other trade while we're waiting here? Other trade this morning. I'm taking a lot of trades this morning. I was up again, up all at night. Or was it? No. It was somewhere around 5 a.m., 6 a.m. Anyway, all right, let's go back to the charts. It's not a big deal. All right, obviously that ITH be next, but for me, like I said, I'm not chasing here. I'm not doing anything silly. We already got a quick little scalp in, so now we can sit back and relax. Good fractal model indicators. Honestly, just the higher time frame candles one by Fady or Fatty or Fadi or however you want to say it. Um, so basically, it just looks like this. But personally, it drives me nuts. I don't know why, but it just drives me nuts. Like having them candles beside. I don't know, but that's probably your best bet. All the other ones are paid. Like T Trades will make you pay for it. That's how T Trades makes his money. Um, it's like $45 a month for an indicator that basically does this. It might have some more stuff in there, but I don't know. I've never used it and don't plan to. Don't need to. But yeah, I mean, this is the best one I would say. But like, it's not going to mark out and be like hourly sweep or this or that. Like but it just keeps that. But that's about the only thing. Otherwise, I haven't looked. There absolutely might be, but in terms of like, I've never actually looked. To be completely honest, I just realized that we got the hourly model here. Granted, the hourly model would be a close inside, and then we go to 50. But and then that, like I said, that 5 minute candle was the size of the entire 4 hour candle at the time. Exact free copy, nice. Well, I think he means the T trades one probably. I know there's a dude. He's actually fighting with T trades on Twitter about it. He's got a free version. Is that the one you're using? Uh, by Rashik, I think his name is. And yeah, they do get banned. Yeah, kind of like this. Kind of like this one got banned. The double sweep gave a nice and gave a nice entry there. I think it works better though on the higher time frame gives you a little better. I don't know. This should not be a buy signal here. That should not be there. But on the hourly, it's very good because it just tells you where your hourly double sweeps are. If you get an hourly double sweep, you're probably reversing, right? Like with London on here, it gave it to you, and then that I got to figure out how to get it back published on TradingView though. All right, 10 o'clock coming up. Or we do have news. See if the news drives us down. Well, we're already gonna be at 25%. What up, Compound? Good morning. Nice little pullback here. Imagine we get an hourly swing here. Where are we in terms of? We definitely hit 75%. Yeah, we hit 75% to the tick. Not to the tick, but pretty damn close. Just 100 points right there. 4 hours going to close bullish, and you might have an hourly swing here. Be interesting. Kind of in between. I was bearish. So when we closed yesterday, I was bearish because I wanted this high. And then obviously we put in a 4-hour swing down here and put in a 15-minute breaker, and obviously that should mean that we make it. Yeah, we make a good bullish push, which we did. Like I said, I expect this. We will come back for this daily low, but when you bounce off these wicks and stuff, it can send you for a pure 50% retracement before coming back down because everyone's chasing this low, and this is where you get your big retracements, especially lately with NQ. But in terms of, I mean, bearish, I can't say bearish because of that 4-hour swing and that 15-minute down there. Until like I'm seeing hourlies close back inside, I can't get bearish. Why am I missing candles here? That's not cool. Let's go to NQ1. I need candles here. All right. No clue. No clue. All right, let's check NG today. Oh, we didn't check NG. We need to check NG for its 30-second opening candle before we get to at 10 o'clock here. See if we got to -2, and then we had a reversal back to the range. I'm going to say it looks like we did to the downside. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. Man. There's something there. I gotta put more time into it, but there's something there. What up, Marcata? On the 15? Yeah, it does it lately, but cool. Basically, just looking at the 30-second opening candle for a natty gas. It goes to -2 and pulls back. Actually, I think we missed it by a tick. Yeah, we missed it by a tick. Still interesting to pay attention to. All right, let's get ready for 10 o'clock here. I would love to see this close over. I really don't want to see an hourly swing here because I don't want to be fighting. I don't want to be fighting an hourly swing bearish with a 4-hour swing bullish. I mean, I obviously be leaning more bullish here. What is going on here? Because then it shows a little more indecision here. But if we can get a bullish close, 4-hour bullish close. Oh, the trading view. Maybe that's a sign to get off the charts. All right, so what we'll do is we'll get ready to fib this thing out. Let's see if NQH is working now. Nope. That's dumb. That's really dumb. All right. I guess we'll use MNQ for now. Yep. And we do have news. So the question is going to be, because we're going to open like right at 50% of this hourly candle. The question is going to be, are we just going to get a small wick and rip, which is possible, especially with the news on. Yeah, I could just go trade metals. So let's say let's check NQ. We got to make sure NQ closed over. Oh my gosh, it didn't. It did not. So we have an hourly swing on NQ, which means I would actually be looking for a short here, but I don't have like any kind of 5-minute. Like I would have to see a close below here to get bearish. Just a big ass range. What's old ES doing? Did ES close over? Oh yeah, ES looks good. So I would be leaning more bullish here because of ES and NQ's 4-hour close. ES might be cleaner here actually to trade. To be completely honest. Because you got a nice hourly close here. You're opening right at 25%. All right, so I want to be watching. Yeah, it might be an ES kind of day. Maybe. Because I don't like the way NQ's looking with those hourlies. So if I'm bullish on ES, I'm looking for a bounce. Oh, I want to see some kind of manipulation below the open here, and then get higher. Maybe we get down to 50, and we get some kind of bullish swing out of there to get long. But it's yeah. It's tough because NQ's got a very, very bullish 4 hour. So but it's basically going to be right at 50 of that swing. Maybe that means maybe this is how now we just start chopping too, chopping inside of this range, wrecking everybody on a Friday. It's like NQ just hit 50, hit this lower 5 minute. You do have a little breaker down here that we just tapped. Let's see. Yes. I'm not opposed to NQ still, but let's see. So we're getting nice. I like that the first move. If I'm bullish here, I like that the first move is down, right? Put in the hourly wick, basically back down to. I want to see us close back above. Basically, you got a little 5 minute unicorn sitting here. See if this 5 minute closes back bully. Even better if this 5 minute somehow closes back up inside this candle. That's a long all day. So only fading kind of the hourly here because of the 4 hour and ES closing very, very bullish on the hourly. The question is, do I want to long NQ or ES? Because NQ has catching up to do. So like I know people talk about, well, ES is the stronger one, yeah, but NQ's got to catch up at some point too. So, but still a little early in the hourly candle though. Like if I take anything from down here, I'm only going for obviously Devil's Mark in the 9 a.m. high. That would be it. Like I'm not trying to go for some big swing at this point because like if this is my this is my 9 a.m. low, if this is my fib, and we're already down here at basically the 75%, and it's inside this breaker. The chance that this 10 a.m. candle is going to expand very, very low. And by expand, I mean back above the previous high here. Like it's just gonna be probably not gonna be enough time. So like low hanging fruit targets should be your goal if you get any kind of long setup out of here. Like 50% back up would probably be about that Devil's Mark, and then obviously go for previous hour high. For now, nothing's saying to long, which is fine because we're looking at we want to see manipulation below that open first, right? We want to see that. You got a 15-minute swing on NQ here. GC. What's gold doing here? Oh, gold closed below on the hourly. This is where nice. The only thing I don't like about this is there's no 5-minute swing here so far, right? There's no 5-minute swing. Unless the only time I'm okay with like looking for a long off of this. Remember, yeah, I like these expansion candles. I want to see these low swept. The only time is if there's an SMT, then I don't have to see it. It's tough because like on the hourly, this is where I'm trying to get short. I'm trying to get short at the open, kind of like that short we took yesterday. I'm trying to get short around here, right? I'm trying to get short, but There's just not enough stuff aligning right now to be 100% sure, and this means I'm not gonna force anything here. YM straight up. All right. Yeah, this is probably below 50 here. Yeah. So if we're gonna get a bounce, it's gonna be right in here. It's gonna be out of this BISI for ES. But NQ looks like it just closed through the last BISI on the leg. Yeah. Oh, good. In either way, like even if I wanted to short this based off the hourly, which I like I said, do not get convinced of anything here just because remember it's the first move of the hourly. You're gonna see stuff like this. But like even if I was looking for a short based off that hourly close, there would still be no entry. There was still no way for me to engage with this, right? Because the hour if the hourly closes bearish, I need a 5 minute CISD, a 5 minute breaker to get short, and there's none of that here. And I'm not gonna and I also don't trade in the direction of the first of the 10 a.m. candle. What up, Oksano? Now we'll see how this 5 minute closes. Now, if we're gonna bounce off the open of this candle, the opening gap, and close inside here, then ES is gonna hold 50. You might have something here because then you're aligned with time, right? You have a 5 minute swing at 10:10 where your hourly wick could be in off of 50, especially on ES, and then you get a ripper here. Let's go to MES. I feel like I'm gonna end up, if I take anything, it's gonna be on MES. This could be good. Minute close. So for me to take anything long on NQ or ES, I need to see. Basically, this needs to turn into a 30-second breaker. That's best case, or I'll just take a long if we got to close back above here. That would be your 30-second CISD. Either one of those, I'm gonna stab along. Same thing for ES. I think both are great options here, but ES probably gets to the hourly high first. And if we don't get it, then there's no trade. And maybe we just continue down or we keep chopping. And we wait for that confirmation. Get rid of that for now. Clear some things up. I like it. And we're right off the gap. All right, see if we get a close here. If so, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take MES here. Or am I? Yeah. Actually, I'm not logged in. I gotta try to get logged in here. MES. So we got it on MNQ and MES. It's totally up to. I'm actually in on. I'm in on one MES and I'm in on MNQ. And we're gonna roll from here. Stops are at the low, so just size has got to be appropriate here. Here, let's go to MNQ. We'll just watch it here. Let's see if we can get logged in here. We might be able to get logged in. Might be able to get logged in. Oh no, I didn't take it on this on. This is the wrong account. Oh well. All right, like I said, I'm looking for. Like, I'm not looking for this candle to really expand. So I'm just try to take it up to. Just take it up to this devil's mark here. I think we got. I've only got one contract, so that's gonna be a low hanging fruit target. See if we can get a little base hit here, and then let's see. Yeah, it's about a little over a 1-to-1, and we'll just take that. And if anybody else is in, you can aim your 9 o'clock high would be your next target. Just be careful. ES probably beats NQ there. So this is our 30-second unicorn. If we happen to come back for it. I'm just looking for. Wow, it's a lot different. On MNQ, it's at 905. Is that devil's mark? Or actually, I lied. It's like the same price. Disregard. It's about $120 risk here. So I want to see price bounce right out of this. Back down here. Don't like that rejection off the hourly open. And we'll see. We'll see here. We'll see. Sheesh. Yeah. Yeah, right off the open. Oh, we hit the higher Sibby, and yeah, we just hit the open. Remember, stop's got to be at that low for a reason. Risking pretty much risking the -4 play here. What's that, Marshall? What do you got? What do you got for us? Nice. If we go back and sweep this low again and get the same setup, we'll be very, very upset. And then we have an SMT with the S. I would not be opposed to trying it again if there's an SMT and we get like another 5 and we get like a 5-minute swing. It's if this does not work. Like there's a reason like your stop is at the low right now with London lows and midnight open. God, I hate charting on MNQ. Why is this all messed up? Unless the hourly, if we don't get like if I do get stopped and we don't get another 5-minute swing, then I mean this was just a move higher to put in a little bigger wick, and then you were just gonna have continued distribution down. But and then the hourly is true. Hanging on by a thread. Hanging on by a thread. I have a feeling we might get an SMT. Been that way. I'll go with updated. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. So nice not sizing heavy though. You just have no, it just takes away all the emotion. All the emotion. Been that way. Yeah. All right. So I'm out of that. And we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with this. We'll see what happens if we get another 5-minute here. Over ICT's house. Yeah, yeah. All right, make sure all the limits are canceled here. I got a bad feeling we could still get a move to the upside here. Well, yeah, well we have no SMT now, so that could be your sign. I still think this goes up. I do. Oh, I gotta wait for a 5-minute candle close now. This is gonna be brutal, ain't it? Yep. All right. Let's see here. Inverse to BPR. I'm not taking this inverse. I'm not chasing that. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. So no, for me, I'm waiting on the. Let's go back to this chart here. I need to see. Let's see what this 5-minute does, and you might even get a 15-minute. Well, the 15 just opened, so it made sense because the 15-minute closed bearish here, so we had to come back for that low. Let's see. I want to see how this 5-minute candle closes. Gotta wait for this now. Let's see how this closes. You did put in a new breaker here. That's not a breaker I'm taking because we don't have the 5-minute close. He's very crazy. Yep. Oh, NQ. What's ES doing? So personally, we're just waiting. We're waiting to see what we get here. Get this 5-minute candle close here in a minute. 30 seconds, actually. We'll see if we can re-engage. Oh, yeah, that was my trade this morning. That's where it was. All right. All right, bullish 5-minute close telling me that this thing's probably going to continue higher here. Question is, can we get any kind of retrace? And there's not anything good to try to even enter on down here. It's the one issue. Where is 25% of that 5-minute candle? You just have a limit sitting at like 832. Because you got, I like that we closed above here. So you got a 1-minute CIST off the low. So that's bullish. All right, I'm going to have a limit sitting at 832 just for another micro. Let's see if we can't get engaged here. Actually, I guess I can execute it on here, right? No, don't just go. Oh, no, no. Tough. That's tough. Right draw, people. We had the right draw. We had the right draw. They just restabbed low. Man. So yeah, I was looking to try to get into, like I said, there's no good PD arrays here, so I'll just fib this 5 minute candle out, just like the hourly, and I'm just gonna soup this. I'm just gonna soup the 25% there, but I see it's not gonna happen. We'll see if we can get like if we can get this with if we can get this with this 1 minute Bissy here. I think I'll try to re-engage here, but I'll be going for the 9 o'clock high at this point. I would like to see this 1 minute candle close bullish, and then we get a dip down into this Bissy, because then that shows me, strength. And I'll just roll something like this. I'm supposed to about to stop down there. We'll make it like there. Make it like an even 2R trade. We'll go with that. See if we can set a limit here inside of this Bissy. I think it's worth a shot. All right. If I get stopped here, then I'll just call it a morning and take the overnight green. But I think it's worth it. I think it's worth a shot here. Oh no! All right, we're gonna call it a day, boys. We're gonna call it a day. That's brutal. That's brutal. All right. Like I said, it's still bullish. Just there's some shit PA. Maybe not shit PA. Maybe I'm saying that because I took two losses, but like it's still not clean. It's still not very very clean. That's all right. That's all right. We'll lock the green up from overnight. We'll call it a day. We're still pretty green, but yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, I'm still yeah. If you start to look at this hourly now, it's just starting to get gross. We're just having an inside hourly candle. We might probably have to wait until 11 for anything clean, but yeah. Missing Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, candles are all messing up too. BMAC. Well, I'm glad I just kept it small. Glad I kept it small. These candles are wicked. Well, he has to take the high, right? So what we did take we missed the devil's mark too, or did we hit the devil's mark here? Yep. Nope. All good. All good. Yeah. No, it's everybody. Yeah, it's pretty nasty. Like I said, we're probably just gonna chop it up here. Chop it up. 11 o'clock maybe sweeps the hourly low, and then maybe you get a potential long setup. Or like I said, we've had this is the biggest weekly candle we've had in a very long time. So it makes sense that where we could just have a slow choppy day. We had a big London move already off of the 4 hour and that 15-minute breaker. So yeah, I mean it's entirely possible. You just got to have, like, especially like in the end of this, you're already trading a micro. You just got to have a stop at some point. If I'm taking something like this, like, I mean, you got to be responsible and still have some kind of reasonable stop, even if this goes now, which looks like it might, or it's just gonna go back up and slam back down, just keep chopping up. But I mean, you gotta have risk management at some point, right? So down about what? Probably about 250. Yeah, about 250 on stream. Actually, no. Yeah, a little less than that. We took one loss, or no, we took two losses, and then we had the negative 4 wins. So down about 1 R probably. 1 R, 6,900 ES. Yeah. There's nothing you can do. There's gonna be days like this, and this is where you got to sit and be like, I'm not gonna force another trade. I'm not gonna do something stupid because for me, it's now getting to 10:30, and I'm not gonna take a trade after 10:30. Right? I'll have to sit here and watch this thing slowly grind up, and that's okay. Log it off, yeah, yeah. It's just one of those you got to have. Just, I mean, the best entry obviously was the resweep here in that 30-second breaker. After that, which is right here, but we didn't have the 5 minute close yet, so it doesn't really go against. It doesn't really go with my trading plan yet. That might change here in the future. I just need to back test it more, but uh, to where I can anticipate a 5 minute swing happening. But yeah, for now we'll wait and see if we're gonna deliver that 9 o'clock high or if we're gonna wait for 11 o'clock. The important thing for me though is Leppyrd was signed with Trading View. Yeah, I even said that. I said yeah, it's probably a sign just to walk away. Like it's still right. Like we got exactly what I wanted, which just entries just were not the best, and that's okay. The important thing to me is, I mean, obviously we're here to make money and have good entries and make money, but like I still like to see be like, okay, I see 10 o'clock open, 4 hours bullish. ES hourly is bullish. ES or NQ had an hourly swing, bearish swing, but going with weighing the other options with ES and NQ's 4 hour, um, made me a little more It made me more bullish. So what I mean, I got exactly what I wanted, right? I got 10 o'clock open. I got a dip down, form that wick, and now I'm just in ugly distribution of this hourly candle, which ugly distribution can just be chop, right? We're back above the 10 o'clock open now, just just chopping it up, but just some nasty stop runs today. Like I said, and that happens, and then whether you're going to be a successful trader or not depends on your reactions after trades and stop runs like that. That's what's going to make you as a trader, not getting this perfect entry every single time. Yeah, exactly, Casey. Yep. So it's like, okay, if I'm sitting in here, it's like, which here that's a trade I take every single time. This, like I said, this was a 1 minute CISD off of that low with that 5 minute swing, but like at some point you just got to be, which is obviously I guess you should have waited for that. Which like at some point it's like you got to manage your risk at some point. I'm not going to sit here with a 130 point stop. Not a bad idea, Marshall. Not a bad idea. Yeah, TV. I should say Trading View was doing that for a while with like the candles would just go away, and then it stopped for a while. But now today it just happens. It just happens to happen. I'm like, So yeah, so we'll just wait and we'll see. Let's check out while we're waiting now. Let's go check out where our hourlies are kind of looking like. Remember, this is not going to mean much to me. This if we have an hourly inside candle here, right? These the lows and the highs that swept that were on the last hourly are what are the important spots for me. Like I don't care what happens inside here. So whatever my bias was with that last candle is still my bias for until that high goes, or I'm proven wrong in when we go the other way. Another good example though why chasers get wrecked though. Chasing this low. Remember again why I don't chase. Why I don't like to enter price on the first move of that hourly open of the hourly open. You're probably getting in on manipulation unless you're getting in quick on a quick expansion move the opposite way. You're probably wrong. No. All right, so what do we have here? Five. All right, let's go back to watching our 5 minute candles now. So let's see what happens. Obviously, just a 5 minute inside candle right now. Yeah, I do that a lot too, Marshall. Like, I guess yeah, you've seen it with -4 today. Just didn't get another re-entry. All right, so there goes that. I guess no, we already swept that devil's mark. See if we keep on pushing. Yeah, should take the hourly high first. Question will be, do we get an SMT up there? No, nothing bearish at all right now. Nope. Usually ES is the assign. Like if NQ is a little like wonky, like with a 4 hour and the 1 hour, tend to go look at ES and trust whatever ES is saying. And obviously the 4 hour holds a little more weight than the hourly does too. But in terms of intraday bias, I'd rather just the hourly makes sense for me. I'll put an alert up here. What's gold doing? Did gold have a nice move off of? Oh my gosh, it did, didn't it? Gold looks good. Gold might have been cleaner. So gold had 9 o'clock hourly close. You guys should already see it. You should already see it. And then if you look at gold, you hit 50. You got a 5 minute swing here, and if there's a 30-second breaker in here, yeah, brutal, tough, tough, tough. Missed it. But that's all right. I mean, I was obviously focused elsewhere, but that's so good to see on gold. Cash me. I don't want to watch an MAQ. All right, still no hourly high. So just an ugly, ugly, ugly grind. All right, I'll be right back. All right, we're back. We're back. What are we thinking here? Yes, still rolling. I think. Yeah, so we can watch gold. Maybe gold hourly. Gold, you might get a short at the hourly closes like this. Obviously, still 20 minutes left, so let's not make any conclusions yet because this the hourly high already went. So actually, I take this back. I don't know if I would have taken. I don't know if I would have taken this gold trade because it already. So when gold opened, it actually manipulated higher first. So when gold opened, obviously it's a little ugly here, but you took the high. Well, yeah, yeah, you took the high before you got any kind of tap of a 25% here. So I probably wouldn't have taken that. Oh, I don't I don't mind it. No, it doesn't bother me. I don't. You got to remember the market's not against you. Like the market doesn't even know who the hell you are. So I don't take I don't take losses or anything personal. I do get annoyed with NQ when it starts chopping, but I think we all do. But you just can't. Oh, you're asking Doggo. Sorry, my bad. My bad. Yeah, I mean it's just a slow, ugly market maker buy model up to the hourly high. That's all this is. And just not a typical reversal like looking pattern here in terms of this big manipulation leg here to come back down, sweep the low, and then give the entry. And I mean, like I said, that it happens. It happens. How do I? Sorry, teach me. I just seen your thing. How do I feel about the trading the 15-minute sweep and the 1 minute? Perfect. Absolutely love it when it's in context. Like this morning. Like this morning was good, or was it overnight? I think it was overnight. I don't even have candles a friggin' show. Um, but like so like your best ones, your best 15 to ones are gonna be when the first candle of the hour, so your 00 to your 15 candle does a sweep of the previous hour low, and then closes back inside, and then you get like a 1 minute CISD or a 1 minute breaker. Those are going to be your best ones because it's just like the 5 minute too. You're playing that hourly manipulation, right? If so, where was our so this is our for example, this is our 2 o'clock low here, right? And we sweep it, we close back inside. So this is most likely going to be your hourly wick, because in this 15 minutes you had manipulation down, which we expect in the first 15 minutes, and then you have a bullish close back inside, saying reversal. And then I'm sure if you go down to this 1 minute chart, there's going to be a nice 1 minute breaker inside of there. So I I don't mind it. It's like I like the 5, the 30, the 15, the 1, the hourly, the 5, and then the 4 hour and the 15 usually tells me high of day or a low of day is the end. Just like the move in the breaker we had off of London, which is still amazing. Still amazing. Love to see that. All right, so ES already took the high. We do have an S&P on that previous hour high. So if you are long somewhere in here, just beware of that. Did you notice though, like even though like we started to like dump on NQ all the way down to this 5 minute, this 5 minute open up, I still, just because I'm seeing like these huge down candles here, notice that I did not get bearish. Still, I'm not sitting here saying, "Oh, this we're going to this low yet." Remember, and that's all just because I'm watching the first move of the hourly candle, also combined with the strength of ES, because ES was still just sitting at 50% up here, but that mindset can help you like stay out of trouble when it comes to like, oh, I can just chase. Well, we should go to this low. But remember what we talk about, the basically the rejection blocks are very 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 sensitive areas. So yeah, I appreciate you, Sweaty. Appreciate you. It's been a banger week. It's been a banger week. So banger week. Luckily, I was just crazy green from Asia and London too. So, but I don't want to be like that personal. I'm still green. Well, I mean, yeah, but in front of you guys, we're still red. But that's okay. We're, but the fact, like, I mean, I've seen just switching to watching the hourly closes with these breakers and CIC it's absolutely changed my trading. Like you guys know, like, and with talking with Sweaty and them guys last night, it's like we know a 4 hour swing here and this 15-minute breaker. I'll say it again and again. But this, I woke up and I seen this bounce out of here, and I'm like, holy cow! Like, damn good feeling. Like just knowing and just knowing, like just I can't explain it. I can't explain it. And then catching this short right here back down to the breaker. Asia and London have been very 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 good. I hope that volatility keeps up. Well, I do and I don't, because I really don't want to waste my time trading all day every day. But if they're gonna be better sessions, like usually I don't trade Asia because it's slow. But like when you're getting Asia ranges that are doing this. Like there's like it's textbook PA. Like this looks like good New York PA here. Like you're getting 300 point Asia markets. But we're gonna keep on pushing. Yeah, right draw. Just unfortunately some bad entries, but they're in the past now. We got to look ahead and be like, okay, how can I re-engage with this with this market now? Nice, Oksana. Yeah, let's so I'm actually that's the plan this weekend. I actually already made the there's gonna be a playlist in on the YouTube, and it's good. I'm basically gonna start with I'm gonna start with like ground zero, and then go down, and then a entries video, and basically, and there's gonna be a new 30-second video, and it's going to be called, I forget the name of it. I came up with a what I thought was a clever name. You guys probably say that's stupid, but it's called, I gotta look up the name. Something from the canopy. um, let's see. Whispers from the Canopy. That's it. Whispers from the Canopy is going to be the name of that of that series. I've already got video one done. And then we'll start getting out. Probably be released over like two or 3 weeks. But it's just gonna go over my basically breaks down my entire trading plan. Yeah, basically breaks down my entire trading plan. The 30-second video, the 30-second CB model video will also be in there because we can utilize the same trading method. But it basically breaks down like what we seen last night while we're waiting. Basically, 4-hour swing, 15-minute breaker. I'm looking for longs here. That should tell me that low of day is in. And basically just, and then going down to the lower time frame. So like Asia last night, I'm expecting us. So we have this 15-minute breaker we put in, but we never retested it. So I'm like, okay, well, I've known just from watching stuff. And then there was an awesome gold trade from earlier from Tuesday this week where we come all the way up here. We'll come back for this breaker. Usually ends in some kind of a manipulation where we'll have, okay, the hourly opens here. Like we'll have a little down move like this. Hourly will open here. We'll manipulate down and then go higher. Which in this case was just part of your 4-hour distribution here. But like right here, I'm like, okay, I just see it's basics. It's just gonna be sweep, close. I'm looking to get short inside of here. I don't expect price to come back to this high until at least 50% or my target is delivered, which my target on this short was just here. So I mean, yeah. So you go to that. I know I already went over it, but like this is like just a good hourly to 15 breaker. As soon as we close below, I entered right here, stop at the high, and basically take a 1-to-1 trade, just looking for that breaker to hit. And then obviously going down to the lower time frame, but it's just that basic way. And then like basically going over the continuation model, SMT's playing out here. The SMT and the SMT model, the hourly continuation model, which is simply just hourly closes bullish. Like on ES is the better example right here. ES closes bullish, but you're looking for a move down. You're looking for that out. You're looking for that candle to open, manipulate down to 50 or 25 if it closes up here extremely bullish, and then you're looking for continuation because you're in line with hourly order flow. It's just getting in line with order flow, and yeah, that's what's going to be on. Probably like 4 or 5 videos. Keep them nice and short, but hopefully with a lot of information inside of them. So that's the goal this weekend. SMT's playing out here, which means this hourly swing's still playing out technically, because this high is where you would this high is where your stop would be, but Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, we'll be back. I don't know what the schedule is going to be next week. Probably. What do we have for news next week? No, see how this hourly closes. I like that's a good bounce right there off the open of that candle on gold. What's old NG doing? Ugh, that looks like nothing that I want to trade. Hourly inside candle as well on NG. Still a bullish swing though. Yep, it should. That's the best part about it, Cash. Best part about it, because you're always trading in line with what the hourly is telling you. And if you take a loss, you're like, okay, I don't care. I was in line with what the hourly was telling me. And like that comes down to that doesn't, it helps give you some kind of model, some kind of plan. But the biggest part is it gives you that psychology edge to where like, okay, if I take a loss, I still traded what the hourly was showing me, which here the hourly is telling me still bullish just based off of ES and the 4 hour. It's just wicked stop runs here. Yeah, fish on YouTube. Just send it over. I'll take a look. Exactly, Cash. You can literally just make bank just trading the hourly ranges. Um, hold on, I'm having a coughing attack here. Jesus. Ugh. All right. I already had tea this morning, Fran. I already had tea. All right. So yeah, it's like I mean, but this is just like a model that like it speaks to me. Like it just everything always makes sense. It's like okay, why would I want to be longing here? For example, this was the trade we took yesterday, right? Yeah, yeah. We shorted this yesterday. We shorted this yesterday just to the 12 o'clock low, but it makes sense. Why would I want to try to long here if my hourly's not even closing above? If it's sweeping and closing inside, we're probably bearish. We're probably going to have some kind of 50% retracement at least of whatever the hourly swing is, which you guys know since day one. I've always been about 50%, which started probably most of this, but being able to refind it, ginger kills the soul. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's check this out. Jules says the indicator's killing it today with sells with I don't know time frame. Just like yeah, I mean, just if you just pay attention, like it can be so like I can't say simple. Trading will never be just simple, but it's something that just makes sense. It's like okay, if I take if I short an hourly swing and I get stopped out, like I mean, if as long as I had in idea for a price to, as long as I had an idea for price to reverse or there's a potential draw lower, then I don't care. If I take a loss, I take a loss. If you size correctly, you shouldn't go on tilt. You should be able to stick to your game plan still. Daily Civic could be nice though if we get a bullish close here on the hourly. which I don't know if we're going to. We got an hourly close in. Yeah, that'd be a hell of a move. We need 120 points, or about we need about 100 points to close bullish here on NQ. Which I'm okay still looking for longs. Would really want to see ES close bullish here though. Otherwise, I'm not trading alongside what the hourly is telling me. Let's fib out this. So this is the 4 hour on ES. That's clean. That's clean. So the question is this our 4 hour manipulation just down to there? And now we're just gonna have 4 hours of distribution, potentially up to what is that daily Sibi up there? Okay, there's no daily Sibi on no daily Sibi on ES, but up to what 69.35. Like I said, I don't know how much more we have in the tank though for a Friday. After a hour, we've already had a big move. I'd love to see ES close over the 9 a.m. high to kind of confirm that we have some continuation here. Same for gold, which I don't think gold's going to close over. Gold could be a short. So I'll be watching this on gold, which looks like we already got it. No, we have not yet. For gold, I would be looking for this to close under. Notice we have not got that breaker yet. So if you get this breaker here on gold, I don't think this is a terrible short. And you could target low hanging fruit target should be what here, because you have an hourly sweep. So your first target should be that previous what will soon be the previous hour low. Problem is you're looking at less than a 1-to-1 R on that trade. So we'll keep an eye on that. But you could also do something like we did yesterday, to where you're looking to enter at the open of this candle. So say you want to open, you would want to get short at the open of this candle. It looks like it'd be about a 1-to-1. Like instead of yeah, it's almost identical to yesterday. Instead of this was the 12 p.m. low yesterday. Instead, you just look to get in here. I don't think it's going to be. Problem is your stop got to go to that high. I'll just go above the breaker, keep it a little bit safer in there. Yeah, there you go. You got a nice 1 to 3. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll keep an eye on it. Steak Sauce wants to stream with me. All right. He's probably driving. Wizard was supposed to be up here too. He was supposed to be, and then I'm stuck in my flight simulator. Like, oh, okay. That's probably the case too. He's like, my flight simulator's bugged. Like, I gotta figure out. He's like, excuse my language. He's like, the bitch on the radio just keeps saying the same sentence over and over again. Like, what? Oh man. Sounds like you got ripped off. Yeah, right. Yeah, 2001. All right, 11 o'clock is here. So remember, still on NQ. Really nothing. ES did not close over the 9 a.m. high, I don't believe. No, definitely didn't. So you have an hourly swing on ES here. So not necessarily saying continuation. Could we? Yeah. But this could mean something where we do get a short down to you got hourly order block in this BISI down here, and then you have a 12 o'clock reversal off of that. That would be something where I would maybe use like a 15-to-1. Obviously, that's in a whole new hour. That's if we got like a move down here, we sweep the low, the 15 taps inside that hourly BISI, closes back a bit and closes back above it. I still think we can still push here just based off that 4 hour. I don't think shorts. I mean, shorts are okay. I'll say this: if I'm trying to see where would I look for. if I would be okay looking for a short on ES if you put in basically this CISD here. This would be yeah, that's what I would say. Otherwise, it's going to be a false hourly sweep here. So remember the hourly sweeps will tell you order flow, but the the lower time frame that is paired with that higher time frame will confirm if that's true or not. As of right now, we don't have a CISD on yeah. So if we get this, then I'm okay looking for that for that ES short. But with no but with no CISD, I'm not taking any short yet. Now, if I'm looking for shorts, this is what I want to see though, right? I want to see I want to see price move higher first. Now, if we go up here, if ES goes up here, takes 10 a.m. high, closes back inside, that could also be a short. You could maybe go to like a 5 minute, 30 second, and try a low risk short with your target being the 10 a.m. low, right? Just based off what is the first move of the hourly candle here. What in the world? Jesus. All right, Marshall. All right. All right. How did see the same thing on gold? Gold is not giving us that bearish breaker yet. The bearish breaker to confirm that we should go to that 10 o'clock low. Nice little move. Like I said, there's nothing speaking to me yet. I want to see how we react with that 10 o'clock high. If this 5 minute, if both 5 minutes are closing, let me go back to the actual the actual NQ here. If both 5 minutes are closing above the 10 o'clock high, then yeah, I mean you can then look for continuation, and then you're just gonna have this little wick most likely. But yeah, ES not given that CISD, so nothing to short here, not yet. Same for gold. There, we turn this off. All right, there we go. So now we can just watch hourly highs and lows. That's all you need to watch. Hourly highs and lows. All right, so there goes 10 o'clock. Little SMT there now. Let's see how, obviously this candle just opened. So we'll see how this 5 minute candle closes with that 10 o'clock high. Which I'm assuming ES is going to take it here. So yeah, there's not going to be any SMT. You still have the SMT on 9 o'clock high though. So that'd be I just think with what the 4 hours showing right now that we do have continuation here. Like it's tough to be it's tough not to look at ES 4 hour and be like, you guys already seen it here, but it's tough not to look at that 4 hour and be like, I don't see why we don't continue here. But let's see how we let's see how we react with this 5 minute close here in 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes. Yeah, still taking that high. Yeah, it's still leaving equal highs up there. Which would be interesting because if you do get a 5 minute swing, I mean this would technically be something that I would look to short if I was like super bearish. Um, this could be like a low risk short you could try. If you got to close below it though, right? You got to close below it. You got to have the SMT with ES, which is leaving equal highs, and ES probably just took the high. Nope, it hasn't yet. Right, so it just looks like continuation. Continuation that might be your little wick, which kind of makes sense. Especially at least on ES. Yeah, they are brutal for sure. And if you look at this, ES looks pretty clean here. It's like 25. Probably move it to this candle. You can already see it. 25. Actually, just missed 25. So if that even if that's missing 25, that probably means this thing's ready to expand. Because if we don't even get to do a 25, it's saving all that time to just expand. That's how you can kind of predict whether we're going to have expansion or not. Remember, a little wick, big body. A little wick, big body. Big wick, small body. And you can tell the wick size basically. You can so like when this so for example when this 5 minute candle opens, the first move was down, putting in your manipulation, and then when you start closing back through the open of this candle, you can look at your wick and be like, that's a pretty small wick with a W, and you can then expect it's probably going to be a good expansion candle. So you can look to engage there maybe with like a 30-second breaker. That's what I need to look at. Like, if that's actually a very good thought, actually. I'm glad I just said that. It's something I'm going to back test. You know, because I've been talking about like trying to get in line with of getting because sometimes you know I want the swing, but I just want like a close like this and then get in the breaker and then go. But sometimes you're the candle that sweeps is going to expand like this, and it's like, how can I tell when that's going to happen? That's exactly what it has to be. Maybe like when you start blasting through the open. So obviously open puts in the wick, a little wick, and then the 1 minute starts crushing back through the open. That will usually make your lower time frame breaker, like your 30-second or your 1 minute breaker with a 5 minute chart. And then that should be like once you're going back through the open, that should be the distribution side of that candle. So if you're making a breaker here, you could anticipate that breaker should hold if you're going back through the open. Kind of like what we look for on the daily chart with in marking our daily opens. Same thing with our hourly opens where we look for down, we look for price to go back through the open. You know, the daily last night opens down here, puts in this little wick, and then once you start seeing like the 15 minute start closing back through the daily open here, that should be your sign that price is ready to expand the opposite way of the first move of that candle. So you see a small wick, maybe you could have anticipated that we have expansion today. That'd be something to go back and watch here. So NQ closes over to 10 a.m. high, telling us just continuations. Looks like same thing for ES, maybe. Yeah, ES closed over as well. So yeah, nothing I would short here. Nothing I would short. Now, what would be a short for me is if 12 o'clock cannot expand further. If 12 o'clock wants to swipe this high and close back inside, particularly if it wants to swipe and close inside there. But really, if it wants to come back down and close inside 9 o'clock, because then the indicator would fire off this. It would indicate, it would basically be the same thing as, swipes candle one, which is right here. Swipes candle two, swipes in a candle three, closes back inside the range of both. You're usually looking at some kind of a reversal here. Same thing for the bullish side right here. Swipe, close inside, swipe again, close inside both those candles, reversal. So that's when I would be okay looking for a short. That's if 12 o'clock closes back below 69.07. And then I could probably look for like a 5-minute breaker short on ES targeting this hourly BISI, because that would be the most logical target. That's only if the hourly closes bearish though. But you can look at that same method, on the 5-minute too. It'll be a little. Sometimes you're gonna have some months. You're gonna have some fake outs. Like if we just go to the 5 minutes right, you'll see some fake outs. But you'll see good ones too. Maybe, get some fake outs here. But what was that? 950? That told us about the retracement there. So, but it's just a little better sign on the hourly chart to then go to your lower time frame, find a 5-minute breaker, get short. But for now, nothing to short. Nothing to short. We need to look left and see. I mean, I don't see anything else. Like obviously the daily open of this end dog up here. I'm assuming that's an end dog. Just a daily open. It's probably something. Yeah. Yeah, so it's like we're gonna have a slow grinder, which we had the lows, but just not the best entry. That's all right. But all right, guys, I think I'm gonna call it a stream. Gonna call it a week there. 3 great days of trading. Hopefully you guys learned something. Thanks for hanging out. We'll be back probably Monday, probably Wednesday, and probably Friday next week, unless there's red folder news. But yeah, guys, take care, trade safe. I think we're just going to continue higher here, up to that daily high. Well, with that, take care. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you guys.